Good evening and welcome to Science TV Prime News. It's Tuesday, the 7th of October, 2025. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter is Gideon Minor, and we are here to update you with what's happening in the world of news. We begin with some good news in matters disability, and the government has officially inaugurated the first phase of a landmark library project at the Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind, that's MTIB. The new library is set to provide specialized resources and an accessible learning environment, directly supporting the students at MTIB and setting a new benchmark for technical institutions catering to learners with visual impairment disabilities. With the launch, the launch underscored the government's commitment to breaking down barriers and ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their physical abilities, have equal access to quality education and technical skills training.
Working to ensure that all government websites are fully accessible to persons with disability. So, as we launch this library today, we must remember that this is more than just an investment in infrastructure. It is an investment in potential and equity.
There's approximately 2 million shillings worth of equipment up there. That includes the desktop computers that you've seen, the readers, the braille papers, the talking calculators, and indeed many areas of education that are covered up there. But I'd like to say to you, in Rotary, we have 7 areas of focus.
Hawa watoto ambao wako na disability si watoto wa kuficha nyumbani anymore. And I'm happy wazazi wa Machakos wale wako na watoto wako na special needs wamewatoa nje wakuja wapate elimu. There was issues of watoto wanafichwa. I want to urge you to bring out your children so that they can get the best education which the county government and the national government can offer them.
The National Publishers Association has sounded the alarm over a massive payment delay by the government, warning that it could jeopardize the timely delivery of learning materials for grade 10 students. The association expressed deep concern regarding the government's failure to release payments totaling 11.4 billion Kenya shillings. This substantial debt is now crippling the publisher's ability to finance printing operations. The looming financial strain, according to the publishers, poses a direct threat to the schedule for printing and distributing new grade 10 textbooks. The association is now urging the relevant government ministries to immediately expedite the payments to prevent a potential crisis in the education sector.
As we speak today, publishers are collectively owed approximately 11.4 billion Kenya shillings, broken down as follows. Supply of books for grades 1 up to 8, 11.15 billion. Supply of books for grade 9, 234 million. We have not been able to settle dues printers who are now owed an approximate amount of 4 billion Kenya shillings. Other affected stakeholders include the distributors that we use, the authors who have written these books, and even the Kenya Revenue Authority.
Health workers employed under the Universal Health Coverage, that's UHC program, staged a major peaceful demonstration in Nairobi on Tuesday, demanding better terms of service and the fulfillment of promises made by the government. The protest, which brought a procession of health personnel to key government offices, began at the Green Park terminus near Uhuru Park Gardens. The demonstrators followed a planned route to press the demands. They marched first to Afya House, the headquarters of the Ministry of Health, before proceeding to the Public Service Commission, PSC. The procession then moved to the National Treasury along Harambee Avenue and continued to the Council of Governors, COG offices at Delta Place in Westlands. In a strategic partnership with the World Bank, has launched an ambitious initiative known as the Nyota Project, aimed at economically empowering thousands of young people nationwide. The project is specifically designed to address high youth unemployment, with its primary target group being individuals who have completed secondary education but are currently out of work. The Nyota project seeks to equip these youths with essential skills, mentorship, and opportunities to either secure employment or start their own ventures, driving economic revitalization from the grassroots.
This program will be able to support 70 youths per ward, 50% women, 50% men. And of course, it will incorporate the people living with disabilities.
Elsewhere, Tharaka Nithi Governor Muthomi Njoki has issued a direct and a strongly ordered appeal to the nation youth, urging them to shift their energy from online platforms to the ballot box. Governor Njoki challenged young Kenyans to stop making too much noise online and instead focus on registering to vote and participating in elections. According to Njoki, voter registration provides citizens with the most important tool to shape their future, the great opportunity to elect the leaders they want.
Uchukue kura yako pale headquarter ya constituency, kuna ofisi hapo Marimandi, chukua kura yako. Sikukaa hapo unatisha watu vile utawapeleka nyumbani na una kura. Uwezi wapeleka nyumbani na mtandao ama na kupiga mdomo uko sokoni. Tuko pamoja? Sio kwa mtandao na sio wapi? Sio kwa ile tunapiganga guzo ama kupiga mdomo pale kwa sokoni. Ni nini? Kura. Kwa hivyo kina mama, kina wazee na vijana wale hawana kura wachukue kura.
Still on the same, the MP for Game constituency, Elisha Odhiambo, has issued a strong challenge to the youth in Nyanza, urging them to register as voters in large numbers to ensure the region secures its fair share of the national resources. Speaking in his constituency, Odhiambo emphasized that voter registration numbers are a key determinant in the allocation of the national cake, the country's resources, making it crucial for all eligible national identity card holders to register. The MP's appeal comes as the Siaya County Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC coordinator Catherine Bulinda revealed alarmingly low figures since the voter registration drive began a week ago.
I want to call upon the voters in Siaya, especially the Gen Z. It is your moment. I'm calling upon you to register as voters. We increase our numbers as a Luo community so that we can sit at the national table with votes that matter. It is votes that count in allocation of resources of a country. And I'm calling upon specifically the people of Game, the young youth who are at home, the ones that just finished Form 4, the university students. Let us rally our people to register, so that we can have numbers, so that as we approach 2032, we can be able to say game qualifies to have 2 constituencies, because then that determines the resource allocation in the Republic of Kenya. So we get more resources once we register, because statistically we are at the right place in this space.
I'm Catherine Bulinda, the in charge of elections in Siaya County. We wanted to start small because of resources. We are doing it majorly in the constituent offices. So the registration is being done in the constituent offices by the staff in that constituency. But their own volition, they can follow the chief, the registration officers with IDs. But we are waiting. They'll be enhanced later. So we are having a continuous voter registration going on, and we're also planning for the by-election in Ugunja. So far, the registration is slow. People are not turning up to register. So far, the numbers are not looking good, but we are doing 5. We are 6 constituencies, but we are doing now 5, because one, Ugunja, is now preparing for by-election. They can't register. Normally when there's a by-election, we fall back to the register that was in 2022. So they'll only open up after we are through with the by-election. So we are now in 5 constituencies, that is Ugenya, Alego Usonga, Gem, Bondo, and Rarieda. And for 1 week now, we've only done 356. So meaning that is a very low turnout, because our target is 17,873. And yet we've already done 1 week with only 356.
To the last update, the Speaker of the Senate, Amason Kingi, has made an appeal to the residents of Busia County, urging them to attend the ongoing Senate Mashinani sittings in huge numbers. Speaking during the event, Kingi emphasized that the outreach program offers a crucial and uncommon opportunities for citizens to directly engage with the legislative body and gain a deeper understanding of how the Senate operates. The Senate Mashinani initiative brings the full proceedings of the Senate out of the capital, Nairobi, into the counties, allowing residents to witness debates, committee hearings, and public participation sessions firsthand, thereby closing the gap between the legislative process and the local community.
Assembly should also borrow heavily from what the Senate has done, Senate Mashinani. It should not be just be parliament in the Bunge towers. Let them also feel what is happening Mashinani. Vile leo Senate imekuja na tunaita nini Senate? Mashinani. Senate? Mashinani. Na pia we are also advocating for Bunge Mashinani.
Tumeona wanafunzi wetu wamefurahia sana, wamesoma sana, wamesoma majukumu ya maseneta katika bunge. Tunawafunza darasani, lakini ni vyema.
All right, with those news updates, let's now take a quick short break right here on Science TV Prime News. We will be right back in a moment with the sports news. Stay with us.